It's a stadium so big, you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. Chooses to bring this one out. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Right to the air with Smith. It's caught Metcalf. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First and 10 now. Here's Smith. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
Here he is on third and long. Cut by Lockett. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 31-yard play, and that gives them first and goal. Walker now from the gun, and he pushes them a little closer to the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Walker goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, but did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
On third and goal, Smith has it down close, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown! Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Play action, Prescott. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go!
And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at 3rd and very long. Now here's Prescott. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19. New set of downs for him from the 46.
46-yard line.
Here we go, 47. Here we go. 46.
On first down, they'll run. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
At the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. 26.
They give it to him again. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Yard gain on the play.
26.
First down, here's Dak. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they face 2nd down.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
Here we go. Kill. 26.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. This is ahead for about 5. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Yeah. Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott to throw. Dumped off to his running back. He has room past the 25. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, kill. 26.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. Kill. 26.
The give to the fullback. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
26.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
We're going to 54. Wide. 26.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So now from further back, another try at 1st and goal.
Here we go. Right, take. Right, take.
Dak off the play fake. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Here we go. Right, take. Larry, take. Then we'll go to 53. Right, take.
Dak out of the pistol. Setting up the running back screen. Touchdown, Dallas! Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. First down, Smith to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Back to throw it. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Jukes out a 1-stop. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Turpin with a return. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Right, take. Here we go, 47. 26.
Dak now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A big loss on the play.
Go to
Brings
54,
up
go to
2nd
54.
down.
Right, in.
Trying again following the sack. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Yeah! Here we go, 46. 26.
Throwing on first is Prescott. And it falls incomplete. Went for the deep ball there, but just couldn't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
26.
Give now to the running back. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I think. Kill. 26.
To throw is Prescott. We've got a screen to the running back. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And they've got themselves another first and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I think. Hey, kill. 26.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Yeah! Here we go. I think. 26.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Yeah! Here we go. I think. 26.
Quick pass left side. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up first and goal.
Kill. 26.
They'll try and punch it in. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 4th quarter lead. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. Returns looking good so far. He's still going! And he had everyone thinking 6 before they finally get to him and stop that return.
Kid, I know what you were waiting for and what I was waiting for, and that was that official to raise his hand. I think we all assumed that was going to be taken to the house. It wasn't, but it could.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Seahawks now trail by just a point in the fourth. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown! So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, Billy. Everybody, kill. 26.
Now Prescott. Dumps it off to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
We're going to 54. 26.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Throwing again is Dak. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here we go, 47. 26.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys pushing to get within range for a game winner. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. 26.
Here's Dak. Dump off caught by his back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Now here he goes. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
Here we go, 46.
Hand off to the up back. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
So many offenses will script, Kate, their first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser-used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue the push for the goal line.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Kill. 26.
They'll run it here on 3rd down. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
I think some of us watching that in real time might not have been sure, but he sure was. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first, and he popped right away.
And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard-fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win him the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
He's on the move. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Throwing now. Escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Desperation time here on 4th. Trying to push it deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has got it. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in, just as that knee has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.